On 15th day, hope for a gold medal still hasn't gone away for India. All eyes are going to be on Neeraj Chopra, who's going to be fighting for a medal at the finals of men's javelin throw. Neeraj Chopra, a farmer son from Haryana, is going to be hoping to build on his fine form from the men's javelin throw qualification stage and win a gold medal. Apart from Chopra, Bajrang Punia is going to be playing for a bronze medal. His opponent is going to be decided after the match. Another Indian players that will be eyeing a historic podium finish is going to be 23-year-old golfer Aditi Ashok. If she wins a medal, she's going to be the first Indian golfer ever to win a medal at the Olympics.
India's Aditi Ashok has a golden chance of winning India's maiden Olympic medal in golf. Aditi is currently second in the standings behind world number 1 Nelly Korda, and if things go her way, she will surely find a place on the podium. She has proved her naysayers wrong with superb consistency till now. The young golfer from Bengaluru rocketed to top 3 on day 1 and has done enough to stay there. The fact that her mother is a caddy at the Tokyo Olympics has caught everyone's eye as well. Aditi comes from a family of golf enthusiasts, and while it's her mother who has accompanied her in Tokyo, her father was the caddy for her at the Rio Games. She had made history at the Rio Olympics by becoming the only Indian female golfer in the fray. Golf has only returned to the Games 5 years ago, and Aditi had finished 41st back then. And now she's number 2. And with the tropical storm approaching Japan, the golf competition might be shortened. The organizers, in fact, brought the tee times forward for the final round. They also have the option of playing on Sunday morning if the weather gets better. But even if weather permits play or not, all of India will be hoping and praying that Aditi makes it to the podium. Sports Bureau, India Today.
He has gone under the radar for long, but Neeraj Chopra is India's biggest medal hope for a gold at the moment. The star javelin thrower has undergone a massive transformation over the years and could very well end India's medal drought in athletic events at Olympics. Neeraj Chopra is also a junior commissioned officer in the Indian Army. Our next reporter is going to tell you how Neeraj Chopra is India's biggest medal hope for a gold at Tokyo Olympics.
This is Neeraj Chopra, India's star javelin thrower.
He's got the jump, and this time around there's a cry of more on his face. How much has he got?
He's the Asian and Commonwealth Games champion, and now Neeraj is aiming for that ultimate glory, the Olympic gold. In 2018, Neeraj, still fresh from his memorable victories on the international stage, had told India Today's Rahul Kanwal how he was aiming to win the gold at Tokyo 2020.
आपको लगता है कि ओलंपिक्स 2020 टोक्यो में गोल्ड पॉसिबल है नीरज?
2 साल में अभी 86 से मैंने 2 मीटर कवर किया है, तो उसके हिसाब से लग रहा है कि थोड़ा और हम हार्ड वर्क करेंगे, टेक्निकल काम करेंगे कोच के साथ मिलके, तो पॉजिटिविटी लग रही है ओलंपिक गोल्ड की। और इस एज में जैसे जिनका जैन जलाजनी जिनका वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड है, उन्होंने इस एज में 88 मीटर तक थ्रो किया था, तो वो भी काफ़ी अच्छे थ्रो रहे थे, तो उसके हिसाब से मुझे लग रहा है कि उनका वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड है, तो मैं भी कुछ कर सकता हूँ।
वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड पे निशान है आपका।
Neeraj indeed has been hard at work, honing his body to be in the best possible shape to try and win India their first gold since Abhinav Bindra's in 2008. And much like Bindra, it's not the end result Neeraj cares about, it's the process leading up to it.
He wants to go out there and he is not really focused on whether he gets 86 or 87 or 89 or 90, but he wants to get his throw technically correct, and that in itself is a huge challenge.
It's this process that has allowed Neeraj Chopra to top the charts in qualification at Tokyo 2020. With only his first throw, Neeraj booked a place in the final in his inimitable style, with a tumble after he had sent the spear flying into the daytime sky. His monster throw crossed the qualification mark before piercing the ground at 86.65 meters. And Neeraj has been consistently improving year after year. The 23-year-old is constantly looking for innovative ways to increase his strength and agility. From the use of TheraBands to lifting weights, from core strengthening exercises to speed training, Neeraj has been putting in the hard yards every day.
Technically, Neeraj has improved a lot over the last few years. And if you look at him now versus what he was 5 years ago, he's a lot stronger, he's a lot fitter, he's a lot faster.
With a rigorous fitness regime but an unorthodox training method, Neeraj only has one goal in his mind, and that's to keep getting better. And his chiseled, godlike physique is testimony to his hard work. India's champion athlete is leaving no stone unturned as he aims for the biggest prize of them all.
He's been working a lot with Klaus, and who's his coach, to try and really get a release point for his javelin, and that has been the key factor for his big distances and PBs that he's been hitting lately.
From an 11-year-old who weighed 80 kgs to becoming one of India's fittest athletes, Neeraj Chopra's journey has been nothing short of extraordinary and inspirational. And on August the 7th, all of India will be watching his final with bated breath, hoping their champion brings home the glory. Sports Bureau, India Today.
All eyes on star wrestler Bajrang Punia as he quests for bronze. Bajrang Punia faces Iran's Morteza Ghiasi Cheka in the 65 kilograms men's freestyle quarterfinals. This after he lost 5-12 to Rio 2016 bronze medalist and three-time world champion Haji of Azerbaijan. His match is going to be starting at about 4 p.m. this evening. Bajrang Punia has had an illustrious career with winning medals across several big-ticket tournaments. Bajrang has bagged medals at the World Championships, Asian Games, Commonwealth Games, Asian Championship. The Khel Ratna Award, the nation's highest sporting honour, is going to be called the Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award. The announcement was made by the Prime Minister, who said he has been receiving many requests from Indian citizens. The Khel Ratna Awards was so far named after former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, and the Congress party hit out at the government, calling the move petty and vindictive. Rahul Srivastava brings you this story.
His name adorns India's highest sporting honour, an honour that has been bestowed on leagues of sporting heroes. But after 3 decades, that has come to an end. From this day forward, the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna will be the Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna. As the nation celebrated the spectacular performance of both the men's and women's hockey teams at the Tokyo Olympics, Prime Minister Modi quaked India's political and sporting systems by making this tectonic announcement. Ascribing it to a wave of public demand over the years, the Prime Minister officially declared that the nation's highest sporting award was being renamed after the Indian hockey wizard and 3-time Olympic gold winner Major Dhyan Chand. A wave of welcome and joy swept social media and sporting circles, but elsewhere, a political fire had been triggered. The renaming was seen as an assault on the legacy of former Indian Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, late husband of current Congress President Sonia Gandhi, with the Congress accusing Modi of petty vendetta.
Modi ji should not have used his myopic political motives. Rajiv Gandhi ji is not known for any puraskars. Rajiv Gandhi ji is known for his sacrifice.
आप उनके नाम से कोई और अन्य पुरस्कार दे दो, स्पेशलाइजेशन के पुरस्कार देने चाहिए थे, चलते थे। हम क्या सोच के कर रहे हैं कि हर जगह राजनीति कर रही है और रिवेंजफुल एक्शन लगती है, अच्छा नहीं लगता, छोटे हो जाते हैं हम।
जिस तरीके की अचीवमेंट ओलंपिक्स में की है भारतीय हॉकी टीम ने, महिलाओं या चाहे पुरुष हो, इसके उसके बाद अगर ये खेल रत्न अवार्ड को मेजर ध्यानचंद के नाम किया गया तो इससे पूरा देश इसका समर्थन करेगा, पूरा देश इससे खुश होगा और मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि आगे जाके उनको भारत रत्न भी मिलेगा।
Furious opposition leaders asked why sports stadiums were named after political leaders like Narendra Modi Stadium in Gujarat instead of being named after sports personalities. What went unsaid amidst the fire and brimstone was that Modi had clearly taken the initiative against a naming culture that has been part of India's government instinct for decades. But while the Congress has decided to invoke anger at the move, sports personalities have welcomed the honour for a true legend. Will Prime Minister Modi's decision to rename the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna trigger a wave of renamings across the country, where schemes, establishments, institutions and awards are stripped of their political titles and given names of achievers from their respective fields? Or is this just a big salvo in another big political crossfire? Bureau Report, India Today.
Ahead of the elections next year at Panchayat Aaj Tak, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and Samajwadi Chief Akhilesh Yadav came head-to-head speaking on a range of politically charged issues. On one hand, Yogi Adityanath proclaimed that the BJP will comfortably win over 300 seats. On the other, taking up a notch, Akhilesh proclaimed that SP will win 400 seats out of 403. Akhilesh Yadav also cornered Chief Minister over carrying forward policies that were started by the SP government. Hitting back, Chief Minister said that BJP did what SP government could not have even dreamed of.
ये हमने कहा था कि रामलला हम आएंगे, मंदिर वहीं बनाएंगे, ये हम ही ने कहा था और हमने कितना सच किया है। आज जब अयोध्या में राम जन्मभूमि के भव्य मंदिर निर्माण का कार्य शुभारंभ हो चुका है, उनके अब्बा जान तो कहते थे कि हम परिंदा भी पर नहीं मारने देंगे।
उन्होंने कहा कि वो आपसे भी बड़े हिंदू हैं।
इसीलिए मैं कह रहा हूँ ना, मैं एक एक करके आ रहा हूँ। सच कौन है और झूठ कौन है, ये दुनिया जान रही है। हमने 1990 में भी कहा था कि जहाँ रामलला विराजमान है वो राम जन्मभूमि है, वहाँ भव्य मंदिर का निर्माण होना चाहिए। इन लोगों ने तब स्वीकार नहीं किया, तब राम भक्तों पर गोली चलाई। हमने तब भी जो बात कही थी, हम आज भी उस पर अडिग थे। आज अयोध्या में भव्य राम मंदिर का निर्माण का कार्य प्रारंभ हो चुका है। अगले 3 वर्ष के अंदर आप देखेंगे भव्य राम मंदिर दुनिया के सामने आएगा।
पहले तो मैं एक जवाब दे दूं कि बीजेपी वालों से बड़े हिंदू हमें, वो उनकी जो परिभाषा हिंदू वाली है वो परिभाषा हमें नहीं चाहिए, जो नफरत फैलाती हो, जो लड़ाती हो लोगों को, समाज को बांटती हो। हम उनसे बड़े हिंदू हैं। और जहाँ तक भगवान की पूजा है, आप सैफई में दिखाइए, हमारा जन्म तो अभी हुआ है, मान लीजिए जब कभी हुआ, हमारे मंदिर तो हमारे जन्म से पहले के हैं। नेताजी हनुमान जी की पूजा न जाने कब से करते आए हैं। तो हम हैं ही नहीं हिंदू, केवल भारतीय जनता पार्टी हिंदू है, जो पाप करे वो हिंदू।
The Mumbai police on Friday recorded the statement of Sherlyn Chopra in connection with the porn film case in which businessman Raj Kundra has been arrested. Sherlyn Chopra has also made some startling revelations. Here is a news report.
From glamour to bold to semi-nude and then to nude, things moved real quick. This sums up actor Sherlyn Chopra's explosive statement after she was grilled by the Mumbai crime branch for over 8 hours. More big charges against the key conspirator, Raj Kundra. Even Shilpa Shetty not totally spared. A big reveal that could help connect several dots in the dirty porn ring. So what was Sherlyn Chopra's role and how did she get lured into this dirty web?
उनकी कंपनी आर्म्स प्राइम के साथ एग्रीमेंट साइन करने के बाद मैं उनके लिए वीडियोस करती गई और धीरे धीरे ग्लैमर से बोल्ड से semi-nude से nude.
The actor said that the thing that reassured her the most was a statement made by Raj Kundra. Shilpa Shetty liked Sherlin's videos a lot.
मुझको ये आश्वासन दिया जाता था कि मेरे वीडियोस, मेरे फोटोज को शिल्पा बहुत पसंद कर रही है.
While Bollywood diva Shilpa Shetty had claimed that her husband shot erotica and not porn, Sherlin painted a different picture.
जांच अधिकारियों के साथ बात करने के बाद मुझे पता चला कि नहीं, ग्लैमर का ये डेफिनेशन नहीं है. आपको किसने कहा कि ये ग्लैमर है? आपको किसने कहा कि ये सब चलता है? तो मैंने बताया मेरे मेंटोर ने. और कौन?
आपके मेंटोर राज कुंद्रा.
जी.
The actor piled fiery claims, the biggest one yet. Sherlin claims she was forced to withdraw complaint against Kundra. The reason? To keep a happy living family intact.
मुझसे कहा गया था कि मैं वापस लूं और एक हंसते खेलते परिवार को ना उजाड़ूं, और वापस ना लूंगी तो करियर जो है वो पूरी तरह से बर्बाद हो जाएगा.
Between glamour to nude films, the claims by Sherlin could spell major trouble for Kundra.
According to the sources in the crime branch, statement of Sherlin Chopra is very important in the case. Sherlin has also given some evidences which are very crucial in the investigation of this whole pornography racket case. Sources are telling us that Sherlin has told the crime branch officers that how this pornography racket actually worked, how the models were approached, how this whole content making and money transactions actually took place. It was only Sherlin Chopra who had alleged that how Raj Kundra had approached her for working in this adult film industry.
With the actor urging more women to come forward with their stories. Raj Kundra's dirty picture is yet to get its full expose. With Saurabh Bakhtania in Mumbai, Bureau Report, India Today.